This is a guided relaxation for sleep, for helping with insomnia, with just general relaxation, just letting go of life and being more one with the body, holistic with the body. And it's going to go for, say, 20 minutes or so. So you can sit with this if you wish to. If you wish to sit, you can sit with this, or you can lie down. And whichever way, make sure that you're warm enough and comfortable enough. So in either the sitting or lying down, just first leave the life, all the busyness of the life, all the daily chores, and just bring your awareness to the physical body, lying on the floor or sitting in the chair, whichever is the case. Feeling through the feet, both ankles, calf muscles, the knees, the backs of the knees, the thighs up into the hips, the sitting bones, the buttocks, the pelvis. The lower spine, the middle of the spine, the upper spine, including the shoulder blades, and then moving into the shoulders, the whole of the back, and then moving into the shoulders, and then the upper arms into the elbows, from the elbows into the forearms, both wrists, both hands, and both sets of fingers. Then moving into the abdomen, chest, neck, head, and face. And just relaxing as many of the facial muscles as possible, smoothing out. Like a doll's face, the smoothness of a doll's face, the face of a doll. That there's not one speck of worry and there's not one wrinkle of tension. We've all been babies, we've all had that face, but we just weren't aware of having that face. The baby face, smooth baby's face. Feeling the whole body lying on the floor, connected with the ground, down into the earth. Both legs, both arms, buttocks, sitting bones, hips, pelvis, the whole of the spine, the whole of the back, abdomen, chest, neck, head, and face. The whole body, the whole body, the whole body. And now bringing your awareness to the breath. Feeling the air flowing through the nares, the nasal passages, that the air is flowing down into the lungs, the physical air that's happening, but also this psychic passage into the warm, dark space between the eyes, behind the eyes, the psychic pathway into the deeper aspects of where the breath can go as a vehicle to take the awareness into these deeper subconscious and unconscious aspects of the system. And so without changing, altering the breath, just let the breath be and feel into its presence. The smoothness, the depth, the pace. One thing I should have mentioned was to have your eyes closed if they're not already, and just feeling the eyes softening under the eyelids and deepening into the orbits. And when you're inhaling, on the inhalation, just feel that aspect of the eyes softening under the eyelids and relaxing all of the eye muscles. And on the exhalation, the eyes are deepening into the orbits. And indeed, on the exhalation, feeling the sinking down of the whole of the body into the support of the earth, the support of the earth. And so if you're doing this practice lying on the bed, for instance, you can still have this feeling of the body sinking into the earth, the psychic earth within. And feeling that the breath is nourishing the body. This breath is nourishing the body, supplying this body, but it is not the body. It is separate from the body. The physical body contains the breathing apparatus, but that breathing apparatus is not the breath. Now moving your awareness to the area of the abdominal region, the navel. And feel that space between the navel and the spine. And imagine, visualize, or feel that the in-breath is emerging from somewhere deep within the abdominal region, like a slow, easy tide filling up the whole of the abdominal region. While the chest remains relaxed, totally relaxed. And this happens because of the diaphragmatic breathing, the diaphragm, the activity of the diaphragm, activating the diaphragm through this abdominal breathing. And by activating the diaphragm, it sends a signal from the muscle of the diaphragm through the phrenic nerve and it produces a calming effect on the whole of the nervous system. So therefore it is possible by activating this part of the breathing system in the area of the abdomen, by manually activating the diaphragm. There's this sensory signal going back through the nervous system up into the spinal column, into the brain. Which is sending the signal to the whole system to release and relax without falling asleep. But to remain with the experience of the process of relaxing. And so now see if it's possible to draw the breath in. Allow the breath to flow from the navel up through, along the spine, up through this cylinder on the inside, imagining that it's hollow and the breath is free to flow through this hollow space from the navel, through the heart area up towards the throat region. So it's a soft psychic feeling of the tide flowing in through the body. Just however far that flow is for you. And knowing that it's not being forced and there's no use of the physical body inducing any form of heaving to try and get the breath somewhere through the physical aspect. Just allow the breath to flow through however far it wishes to go. And just feel what's available to you in that space within. Just feeling the space that's available presently, that's presently there. Slowly, slowly, just connecting with that breath in such a way that one can slowly feel the breath just allowing to come, befriending the breath without forcing. But feeling that this breath would be something that you would wish to have when you're asleep, when you're not aware of the breath, that this breath will be available even in the sleep state without you knowing that it's doing it. So you could imagine now that you are asleep, but you're still aware of the breath while you're asleep. But you remain aware of the breath. It's not a request to go to sleep. It's just imagining that you are asleep, but you are aware of the breath in that sleep. Knowing that you are consciously aware of the breathing and the process of relaxing. Listening to these sounds, relaxing sounds, being aware of the sounds, remaining aware of the nature of the breath. Returning your awareness to the body lying on the earth, the ground, the floor, or sitting, or the bed, lying on the bed, wherever the body is. Returning that connection of feeling the body in the chair, on the bed, or on the floor. Feeling through both legs, both buttocks, sitting bones, pelvis, both hips, the whole of the spine, the whole of the back, both arms, abdomen, chest, neck, head, and face. Returning the physical breath back to the physical body by breathing in deeply, smoothly, and slowly into the chest, knowing that you're doing so. Without heaving, just allow that breath just to be there. Without heaving, just allow the breath to expand the ribs. Feel the power internally in kindness, compassion, care, and love. Now, if this is you preparing for sleep, have a nice one. But if you've got to move about and do other things, beginning to move the fingers and toes, the feet and the hands, through into the legs and the arms. And of course, you can do this if you're lying on the bed anyway, before you're due to sneak under the sheets. Just bringing movement to the body and moving the body however it feels it needs to. So I'm going to finish this relaxation with one Om. So just listening to the sound. So now just doing whatever you need to do. Enjoy the rest of the evening, or if it's North Star, good night. Hari Om Tat Sat, in appreciation.